After spending a decade in an iconic girl group, this artist may just have released the best girl group member solo debut album ever. We're talking about JADE and her debut album, That's Showbiz Baby.
We've reached over 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you all so much for joining the CCTV crew. And of course, if you're on a podcast platform, please give us that rating, follow, and share the episode as well, because it really helps us grow and find all the other mixers out there. Yes. And a big special shout out to our Patreon crew members. We'll give you a little shout out towards the end of the show, since this group has just gotten so big.
Yeah.
You can also be a member of the crew at patreon.com/cctvpops to support the show, hang out with us for some exclusive live sessions, and of course, you get to request episode topics as well.
Word up, y'all. Okay, so we've talked about this girl group, Little Mix, a couple times on our show, right? So it's going to be really interesting to kind of delve into the solo tracks, because we have done the pop-off, where we have the solo debut songs, and we had our opinion with that as well. We've done Confetti. So yeah, we're really excited to get into this. That's Showbiz Baby. So this is the title of JADE's debut solo album, and it was influenced by electroclash, synth-pop, and her favorite childhood artists such as Diana Ross, Cascada, Scooter, and the Spice Girls. And though JADE had another album title in mind, she switched it to That Showbiz Baby after she saw the fans pulling out lyrics from It Girl and realizing that the title made sense with the concept. This album was released several years after Little Mix's hiatus, and JADE described the album as a rebirth, as she discovered new things about herself during its creation. And this album hit number 3 on the UK albums chart, so we are going to discuss this top listing album, discussing the vocals, the production, the visuals, and the performances. Okay, give you all the in-depth review of all of it, and then drop our individual ratings. Feel free to join us in the comments below, but viewer discretion is advised. Your fave will be criticized.
So before we get into the album, let's discuss this album cover.
Yes.
So during an interview with Michelle Visage, JADE mentioned that the artwork for That Showbiz Baby was inspired by a scene in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, explaining that there are multiple versions of herself, and then there's the bigger JADE, who is the one in control. So what do you think of this album cover?
I think it's adorable. I was trying to figure out what the concept of this album was, because it's like, it reminds me of like the Delia ads where they have like a giant person and then like like the little version of them in the clothing to explain like this outfit, this skirt. I like the way it looks, and now that I know it's from the Willy Wonka movie, that that scene with the when they're all like floating around in that white room, it makes sense here. Also, if you go to the website, guys, the little gray dress doll version of JADE like grows bigger and smaller on the website. If you go to the left side, she's bigger. If you go to the right side, she shrinks. And I was like, oh my God, I love it. So I think this is a good way of capturing all of the cuckoo in her brain about like what's going on with this album. It encapsulates the album concept. And also it's just fun. So many different personalities, and then one like goddess with her little finger controlling all of them. Like I'm curious to hear all of it now.
Yeah, it's definitely attention grabbing, right? Like if I saw this on the shelves, you would look at it, even if you didn't know who she was. You'd be like, oh, that's just an interesting cover. It's just like eye catching, so that's cool. And yeah, like you mentioned, it does kind of match the chaotic kind of vibe of the album, and I mean chaotic in a good way in this case, because the looks aren't that cohesive, but then it all still kind of works at the same time. It's just a lot going on. But yeah, I'm here for it. I love it.
Let's get into the first track of this album, Angel of My Dreams. And this one was done by JADE, Steph Jones, R.I. Pablo, Mike Sabbath, Bill Martin, and Phil Coulter.
Angel of my dreams, I will always love you, hate you, it's not fair.
And this interpolates the 1967 Eurovision winning song Puppet on a String by Sandy Shaw. And this was JADE's debut solo single in July 2024, and it peaked at number 7 on the UK single chart. And JADE says that she wanted it to sound like a musical in a song. So Chris, how do we feel? Do we feel like she was giving us musical vibes? What are we getting from this song?
So we did already talk about the song in depth in our Little Mix solo pop off episode. So I'm not going to repeat everything here. You should definitely go check that out if you haven't already, because
Hmm.
maybe this song won the pop off, maybe. Because it really is an amazing song. And even though it's been out now for, more than a year, I'm still not sick of it. Not
Yeah.
even close, right? Like I
Yeah.
feel like each time I hear it, I maybe like it even more. Like it's really only grown on me since its release. Because the storytelling is just amazing in it. And I
Yeah.
think as I listen to Jade speak about it more and more in interviews and talk about how it's really her in a song and it just encapsulates all of her experiences in the music industry.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know, it just makes the listen even more fun,
Yeah.
actually. And it totally does feel like a musical, right? It starts off with the kind of sweet and hopeful moment. She said it's more like it kind of is supposed to represent the X Factor win and kind of the joy of that. But then it turns into this crazy dark synth moment, and it's like her crashing into this horrific industry that the music industry is.
Mm.
And so, yeah, I love the chaos of the whole thing, and I love that it really does a good job of telling that story. I especially love the little dig at Psycho
Oh my God,
in the
yes.
first verse, like just brilliant moment. Uh, so yeah, I love this song. It's a classic.
Yeah, I think so. I think she did a very good job. Well, the team did a very good job of making this song. And interestingly enough, Jade says she almost did not go to the recording session for this one. So it's interesting what came about with her reluctance to go to a session. Yeah, but the brightness and the darkness really sonicalizes. I'm trying to find making up words here, but it is the sonic. I didn't want to say like sonic personification because it's not a person, but it sonicalizes the musical industry. If you guys have a better word, please drop it in the comments. But yeah, you get the fame, but you also get the eyes on you. Like I'm in heaven when you're looking at me. Don't we all want all eyes on us? Is the concept of the song? Oh my gosh! If you're
Not
in the,
me.
if you're in the industry, you kind of have to want
Yeah, yeah.
it. You have to be like, I don't really care what people think, but I also need you to care what I think because this whole thing is subjective, and I need you all to care enough to,
Mhm.
consume it. It's a lot to deal with, but yeah, I think it is very, very good for what it is. For it to be a Frankenstein song, K-pop emulates this all of the time, but if you're not like a K-pop fan, like I guess you could say like if you know Travis Scott's "Sicko Mode" where it changes in the middle of a song, or like there's a duo named Party of Two here in America that switch up the instrumentals in their songs, but they're like a rap duo and they're very good at that as well. So I think being able to put sonics together and not have it sound like, "Ooh, wrong key. Ooh, girl, what was that?" is not as easy as people think it is because Lord, everyone would do it then. But yeah, I think that's what I like about Brit pop music. It's so
Mm,
like, it has like its campiness and they lean into it a lot more than we do here in America. So I like that a lot. And then the
yeah.
video was like extra campy.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. Yeah. With the term Frankenstein, Jade has actually used that word quite a
yeah.
lot in her interviews about the album, which is interesting because I always kind of liken it to K-pop. So it's just interesting that that word is now kind of transcended a bit.
Yes.
But yeah, the music video, again, we discussed this at length already, so I'm not going to do my entire spiel again, but it just has the most replay value. Like same
Hmm.
as the song, I never get sick of watching it. There's so many little
Right.
references throughout to her career, to the music industry. You get the real footage of her like on the X Factor and stuff as
Yeah.
well. Um, yeah, like just a brilliant pop music video.
Oh yeah, totally. I think my favorite is all the different Jades. There's Starlet Jade, there's newbie rookie Jade, and then there's
Hmm.
it girl Jade. And it's like who actually wins at the end
Mm,
when you're always looking for a brand new product. So I think that's interesting. How do you reinvent yourself as an artist? And so many things you can kind of like digest from this music video. But Blonde Jade was a menace. That girl was, I loved her. I love because she was going to fight for what she wanted. And then you have like
mm,
Innocent Jade, the one that got married to music industry man. That big,
mm,
I loved how big he was. Like, the industry is a beast. I mean, who was it? Halsey just said that she probably can't release another album because her last album didn't do as well, even though it sold like 100K copies. Like
mhm.
it's crazy how much control the music industry has over a human being, especially a pop artist. So yeah, it's like how to be hot, how not to be hot. So yeah, I think this is probably one of my favorite music videos, and it just reminds me of like Rina Sawayama when she got the budget and she had the self-titled laugh name self-titled album
Hmm.
where it was just like, wow, this is what you do when you have a good budget and a team that believes in you, and it definitely shows. Even the performances, I mean, we
Mm.
talked about them, they've been all really good, like the orchestral sad
Oh yeah.
angelic, the
Hmm.
dramatic version.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's amazing. I love that. The Brits performance, like,
Oh, yeah, I mean, even the simpler, like, festival performances that she's been doing, like, she
yeah,
just did Today's Show as well here in the US.
yeah.
Even her just and her drummer and, like, keyboardist or something, like, she is a great performer. You know, those
Mhm.
years of training in Little Mix have really helped here.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah, she has that charisma for sure. She has that star quality, so even when she's just on her own, she kills it. Yeah.
Very captivating. But honestly, her Brits performance was giving like Gaga levels. You know how Gaga started bleeding?
Oh, yeah.
Her falling through the ceiling and then
Oh,
flying
yeah.
up as an angel. I was like, is this Valhalla? It was so
It
good.
was literally like, if this is the only time I ever get to perform at the Brits, I am giving my absolute all. And she
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing.
I mean, this was an amazing era, amazing song. Video is
Mm.
great. Great debut. Like, I think solid.
I will give this a 10.
Yeah, I'll match you. I think it's a perfect pop song. It's great. Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. Moving on to It Girl, done by Jade, Lauren Aquilina, J Hart, Cirkut, and Lostboy.
Say I'm not your thing, I'm not your baby doll, no puppet on a string.
This has been described as Angel of My Dreams, Conti, little sister.
Yes.
And it was released as a promotional single in January 2025 and peaked at number 44 in the UK singles charts.
It girl. You know, this song is the jaded version of Angel, pun intended. There's disdain, disgust, rebellion. I'm not your thing. I'm not your baby doll, no puppet on a string. I can't be controlled. Like, it's just at this point, it's not like I love you, hate you. It's like I can't stand you. You could never own me. And it sounds very sassy. It sounds like she could be saying like there was a song, I think, by Aaliyah's interlude with It Girl, and she's talking about how fabulous she is and how, like, she has the best clothes. This one's like, "I'm the It Girl because I say I am, not because what you think you've made me," and I think that's an awesome kind of take on it as well. Like, we love a little bit of a shade-throwing song, you know, like, "That cheap spandex, her looks a mess," you know what I'm saying? Like, we get that, but this one was more like, "I made me. I'm great despite everything you think you did for me." I think with this one the slappy snare they have going with the beat just sounds like a slap. I just love how crispy it sounds. And then you have these fuzzy synths. It all sounds so gritty and edgy without trying too hard. It's just a flat, like, not flat. It's just a very like straightforward, no like really like crazy trills in her voice. It's just her singing doubles. It sounds very like strong and confident. It makes for a really good opening track for like her lives. I
Yeah.
think it's been great just watching that. And it's you can do so much with how much distortion is in the production. You can rockify, you can do like a crazier EDM version. You can make this song so much because it is so minimal. But it's
Mhm.
still strong enough to stand on its own as a track. So I like this one.
Yeah. Yeah, this is cool. Lyrically, and I know Ray did work on other songs on this album, but lyrically, this song makes me think of Ray as well, right?
Mm,
Because Ray's last album, she did write also about her experiences in the music industry, and there's just so
yeah.
many similarities here, right? Because that whole first verse is like the commands or demands that she had, right? Put
Yeah.
me on the pedestal, watch me dance, all that stuff. And then it gets into the more self-empowering stuff as you kind of get into it.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah, I like that balance, right? I like that the verse is all the stuff that she had to deal with, and then the rest of it is just her clapping back, I guess.
Yeah.
I will say that the ballad intro, and that pre-chorus that repeats is probably my favorite part.
Yes.
Um, and it balances well because then the rest of it's kind of the talkier bits. So in terms of drama, it kind of just takes you all over the place, which is
Mm,
good.
yeah.
I will say out of all the pre-release songs, which is basically just like the first almost half of this album, I will
Alright.
say this is not my favorite. Like I prefer some of the other songs, but as an intro track or just as part of the larger concept of this album, it totally has its place and I do like it.
Right.
I did read, I think, that Jade said the track list wasn't exactly what she had envisioned, that the label wanted her to put all the singles up top and all the
Hmm.
newer album tracks at the bottom.
Hmm.
And I don't agree with that. Like, I think this
Yeah.
should have been the first track on the album.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I agree. I
Hmm.
agree. Because it would have been like, ooh, what are we getting into? And then you get this dramatic
Yeah.
Angel My Dream moment. Or even if it was the ending track, that was it.
Yes.
Whew,
Yeah.
that would be crazy.
What did you think of the visualizer with her destroying that ceramic store?
She is the bull in the china shop, disrupting and causing a scene in a image or like the scene in like what's supposed to be like this innocent or like this clean cut place. You know,
Hmm.
everything's all white, everything's breakable and fragile, you know, don't make a scene. It definitely takes the bull in the china shop metaphor very literally, which I appreciate, you know? Because it's
Hmm.
like you have to kind of shake the table if you want to turn them, right? So I like the video. I think there's some humor in it. And that's another thing I think she's been really good about uh, you know, capitalizing on. I mean, so we've seen it with Sabrina Carpenter with her videos. There's a little bit of humor there, even in her lyrics, very humorous. We know that's what she's there for. Cat's Eye with Gabriella, they weren't fighting over a man, they were fighting over the company, and it was the cat. You know, things like that. That little
Hmm.
bit of humor kind of adds to the artistry because then you feel like you understand. You're in on the joke with the artist.
Hmm.
So I liked it. I think if I'm not mistaken, that whole outfit was from a brand called Namila or Namila or something like that. The outfit was just so striking with her red hair. We've never seen her with red hair. We've seen giant bows. We've seen her in braids. We've seen her with these different hairstyles, but like this red, her makeup super dark. Like she looks super edgy in this perfectly pristine place. So I think it's great. I think it was simple enough to get the point across. And the fact that she was like in this man's face and he's
Yes.
like, stop it. And she's like, no. I think that's so fun. It's
Yeah,
so
this just looked really fun to film, honestly.
Mhm.
It must be fun just to destroy stuff and be paid for it. You
You
love that.
know, I'd be so worried about ceramics in my eye.
Yeah,
It's a weird fear, but here we are.
that's valid.
All
That's
right.
valid. Okay, so this is hard because this album's so strong.
Mhm.
Um, but this is, like I said, one of my not as favorite ones. So I will give it a 7.5.
Okay, you know, I understand because later on down the line, I will get to that point where you're at right now. I'm gonna give it an 8 for now because I think it's good, solid for what it is. Up next is FUFN, Forget You for Now. I am
Oh.
saying the clean version for the sake of the episode. And this was done by Jade, RAYE, Dave Hamlin, RAYE, and Lostboy. And this is the song that had a little bit of a hint during the Brit Awards performance where a butt cheek revealed by a dancer had the acronym for the song. And this was released as a single in March 2025, peaking at number 25 in the UK singles chart. And Jade described it as her most straight down the line pop song. And fun fact, this title went through a lot of back and forth with the record label until she agreed to add the acronym to make the song a little bit more friendlier, a little more
Mm,
radio friendly, which makes sense. I mean, like the whole CeeLo Green FU thing, like you have to,
yeah. If you
you know?
seek Amy, you
Yeah.
know.
Yes, I love If You Seek Amy.
Yes.
All right.
So this song, you mentioned Rina Sawayama earlier. This song totally reminds me of Rina Sawayama. It has that maximalist pop thing. It has the drama and intensity that a lot of Rina stuff had as well. And again, I'm gonna make a lot of comparisons during this album review, but they're all positive. Like that's
Yes.
a
Yeah.
that's a positive reference for sure. And
Right.
I loved this. Like from the first time I heard it, it's so catchy, great melody, has a lot of cool moments in here, and you can totally hear Ray in here also.
Oh, yeah.
Like, especially like, what's the end of the second verse? Don't tell me to chill out, not today. I was
Yeah.
like, that's so Ray. And
It,
even also the way the bridge was written as well. It's
oh my
just
God.
so her
Yeah.
style,
I
which I
have that in
love.
my
We
notes.
love Ray. We also reviewed that album, so go check that out.
Yes.
But yeah, I just love the whole concept of the song and how it captures this moment in time. Like it's just an
Mm-hmm.
outburst. It's a temporary moment of frustration with
Yeah.
someone that you care for, but it's just like not now.
Yes.
I love that. I feel like that's pretty creative.
I think so too. I think FUFN is so relatable. I think Jade had mentioned, I could be wrong, but she had mentioned that she had written this song after like having a bad dream about her boyfriend. Like you know that dream where the person you cheat on me in the dream, and like I didn't do it in real life. Like I think it was one of those. But even beyond that, if you've had a tiff or an issue with someone, and you're like, I don't want to. I'm actually going through that with someone right now.
Oh, okay. Well, just sing this
It's
song at
I
them.
I am just a little bit. But no, I think it's interesting. It's like I love you, but I don't like you right now. And I think this is a fun way of saying it without being so like, I love you, but I don't like you right now. You're just like, what the heck? But yeah, no, I think like the lyrics like forgive me for what I'm about to say. I'm about to hit you with the worst of me. It's like I'm about to crash out right now. I'm apologizing in advance. It's all love from the heart of my bottom, you know? This is how I feel. And yeah, I agree with you. I have in my notes that the bridge sounds so much like Ray, which is not a bad thing. When we reviewed the album, we just kept complimenting her
Ugh.
her songmanship, her songwriting and her penmanship. Like Ray is a great songwriter. It's her bread and butter. She lives, breathes this stuff. And you can tell her voice, like the "Don't walk away, just walk away" line reminds me of
Yes.
her for what you've done to me, you're done to me. Like she's very good with creating these
Mm.
like it's so relatable. It's like just walk away, but don't walk away. Don't. Yeah. So I love that part. And the performances have been great too. Cause I remember listening to this song and thinking, okay, do I like it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But then I kept listening to it. And then I watched her perform it. And
Ugh.
I'm like, these big notes at the end. And the way she starts in the beginning, she's growling in the beginning, or like she just sounds so just jaded and tired in the beginning. And then her voice just builds. And I think this was another thing that stands out about this album. The verses don't follow the same structure as you kind of I don't want to say with certain songs you kind of plod through them. You don't have to plod with this. You have to listen and find something new to latch onto. And I think that's what's really saving, not saving, but like keeping the songwriting fresh and keeping the song fresh. So by the time you go to the ending, you're like, yes, girl, I'm mad with you. I ain't got nobody to fight with, but girl,
Mm.
yeah. So
Well, you
yeah,
do.
oh yeah. I'm gonna see how long it lasts. Like I can hold out.
Oh. Maybe not a temporary moment of frustration. Oh man. No, I loved watching the performances too. Honestly, I think it's big weekend where the crowd is so loud
Hmm.
and it's so satisfying. Like how cool that she, didn't even have an album out at that point and you had all, this
Oh my
whole
God,
festival tent
yes.
singing along to your latest single.
It's like a cult
Um
with their pinkies.
so good. Oh yeah.
I love the
Yes.
pinky.
And the music video as well.
Yeah.
I love this music video. Like
Yes.
this is up there with Angel for me. Every
Mhm.
single scene is so well thought out. Like even just in the first like 30 seconds. Like
Yes.
the red carpet moment, the annoying guy, the chemistry with the annoying guy, the
Yeah.
newspaper and magazine clippings coming in and out. Just every single scene is
Mhm.
so thought out. Again, it's camp,
Yeah.
but also there's emotion in it as
Yeah.
well. Ah, it's perfect. Also, those AI
All the little
smiles,
smiles.
so scary.
Very creepy. Yeah. It reminded me of you guys ever seen Black Phone? Google Black
Oh,
Phone.
I have not, but I've seen the trailer.
Oh my God. I saw
Yeah.
that movie when it first came out, and the sequel's coming out this month. I mean,
Nope.
next month, October. I'm gonna go see it.
Yep.
But that smile is so and Ethan Hawke's mask in that movie looks like these people smile, and I just get so uncomfortable. But yeah, I agree with you. The CGI was really cool. Like the red eyes, that moment where she kind of like sees
Yes.
red, and her using this middle finger to like her telekinesis was
Mm,
everything was just so nice. And I mean, when I think of movie theater music videos, I think of Heartbreaker by Mariah Carey, right? I just
yeah.
think of that just instantly. But with this one, the movie theater dancing, it just reminds me of that movie from like Disney Channel. Phantom of the Multiplex. It was like a horror movie, but not really. It's so silly. But I loved the whole movie theater concept, the movie starlet concept. Her
Uh-huh.
man's leaving, she's accepting the award, and she's like, I don't know if I should stop him from walking away. And then all of a sudden, I'm trying to figure out if she exploded him and he turned into a
A thing of popcorn.
the popcorn as opposed to like the gore of the red stuff,
Mm,
you know?
interesting.
Yeah. And the final scene of her laying in the pool of popcorn was
Yes.
just great. Even the choreography was really good. It's not like it's
Mm,
like super intricate, and it wasn't like,
no.
oh my God, we're amazing. We're gonna do tutting. It's just she's very good at throwing her body into the movement and just providing the proper attitude. So when the girl,
Yes.
she's throwing her hands, and then the concession ladies are like, "Come on, come back here." She's like laying down and she's like freaking out and trying to contain herself, and then she's just laying in a pile of popcorn, which reminds me of American Beauty when
Yes.
the roses, and I was like, "Ah, this is beautiful." So it's
Hmm.
a lot to digest, but it's so good. It's
So
delicious.
good.
Yes, it is.
Yes. Yes. So this also gets a 10 for me.
Oh, see, excited as I am talking about it, now I feel like I should change my score, but I'm gonna give it a 9, which
Okay.
isn't terrible, guys. I'm
No,
giving
that's
it,
amazing.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, moving on to Plastic Box, done by Jade, Lauren Aquilina, Grades, and Ozgo.
Can I have your heart in a plastic box? Never used for the
This was released as a single in June 2025, and it peaked at number 44 in the UK singles chart.
All right. Na, 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 na. I know. Okay, so I'm not really singing it like for real, but this reminded me when I heard it, I was like, Robin, is that you? Is
Hmm.
that you? Um,
Very Robin.
yeah. It was
Hmm.
just so like, oh my gosh, is she gonna sing about a love that doesn't love her? And then it came and I was like, yep, that's kind of the gist of it. I mean, I think it's a good thing when you can wear your influences on your sleeve, own it. And I think in a couple of interviews, Jade has mentioned that she is influenced by this artist and that artist, and she doesn't mind people understanding the references. You're supposed to. If you are unable to really tap into what you've grown up with, then like, what are you really doing? Like, there's no reinventing the wheel. It's like maybe you can put some platinum on it, maybe some diamonds on it. With this one, she put plastic on it. And it's so relatable. It's like comparisons, wanting to feel special. Like, I get it. You've loved before and that's normal, but I don't accept that. Super toxic. We all know it's super toxic. To want someone's heart to be in mint condition is just unrealistic because we meet so many people in our lives, in and out they
Mm,
go. But it does happen when you're insecure. And I think that looking at how Jade is and how successful she's been and like having her have this moment where she's super vulnerable is awesome.
mhm.
It's crying in the club at its finest. We are
Yeah.
here for tears on the dance floor. Um,
Yes.
but yeah, I mean it's a very it's like projecting her insecurities. Like I want to be the only one you loved in your life. Like I want your heart in mint condition. Um, and it's impossible, obviously. And I don't think
Yeah.
she ever really like there's no resolution in terms of her behavior. I think it's just kind of like I still want it like that. I hope I can get it like that, even though it's kind of hard for me to get. Um, I mean, no one's perfect in a relationship, and I think I like the flawed nature of this song. You
Hmm.
know, you remember Crazy
Yeah.
Ex-Girlfriend and
Of
how
course,
she
I'm going to their reunion concert next week.
get the heck out of here! I didn't have a reunion concert.
Yeah. 10-year.
I want to go. This is what happens when you're off the
Then
internet
go.
working. Yeah, right, point made. But yeah, what you were getting ready to say, like Rachel always admitted how wrong she was.
Yeah.
And that's why we liked that flawed character. It's just like, dang, Becca, you gotta get together, girl. You gotta get together. Gotta get together. And this song is like that. She's like, I know it's wrong. I know it's wrong, but I can't stop feeling this
Yeah.
way. I think it's really important to kind of be that self-aware. Obviously,
Yes. I
she's
mean, it's
better,
also
but
just human nature as
yeah.
well,
Mhm.
right? Like, it's hard not to want to know what's happened in the past and compare yourself to that. And everyone's a little insecure, or
Yeah.
I feel like most people are, at least, you
Yeah.
know.
About something.
Um, yeah, I love the vocal execution of this
Hmm.
because it matches that vulnerability really well. Because it
Yeah.
feels kind of relaxed, but
Hmm.
also kind of pensive as well. Um, and yeah, it's a really interesting, just the way that she did it, the way they mixed it, I think is really
Yeah, the reverb
beautiful.
is good.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
And that the production in general is just so good as well. It's a very subtle build, right? But then if you listen to that final chorus, there is such a great energy to it and there is a climax to it. You get those
Mhm.
extra background vocals, you get those ad libs that are so pretty. Um, I really, really like this one. I mean, this is very much, I mean, I also love a crying in a club
Yeah.
song,
Right.
I think
Mhm.
Jade mentioned that that's her favorite genre of pop music, and
Oh
it
my
might be
gosh.
mine too.
Right.
Yeah.
Crybabies for the win. I mean, you're a Steps kid. Like, it's hard not to.
Kylie.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
hard not to be into it. That and I'm super emotional. So
Oh man. And then the music video, love it.
Yeah.
Love how the switch up is kind of jarring, though, I will say, because the museum moment, with the blonde wig, she looks amazing. She seems so vulnerable. She's stuck in this box. And then suddenly we're doing this whole Madonna, Don't Tell Me, Desert Road trucker moment.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm going to be real with you. That is the only reference I didn't understand for this video. The other reference was Roger Sanchez's Another Chance music video where they were carrying around a giant red heart and the red heart would shrink if people were treating the main character in that video like badly, the heart would shrink. They're like, you have too much love. You can't come in the club. You know what I'm saying? And it shrank until she met someone and then it grew again and he so that made sense. I was like, wow, she wants that heart that's all silver and barbed wired, even though it's not perfect to her. It's like, I want that little heart. So that makes sense. But the tell me Madonna situation, I
mean, I appreciated it in the sense that just with how low attention span people have now.
Oh, yeah.
Because music videos now they have to kind of keep you interested.
Yeah,
because people just get to the next video, swipe to the next video so easily.
Yeah.
So I think her just doing an entire switch up did pique my attention a little bit. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
we're not just in the museum,
true. I think
And I liked the dance routine with the hands. Yeah.
I've been doing it the whole time you've been talking. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry. You're gonna edit this and be like, oh, that's what the hell she was doing. But yeah, I think I love the heart. It's a great piece of iconography. I mean, if you hadn't known Roger Sanchez's Another Chance music video, you would see this and be like, oh, why does she carry this giant heart? So now when she's performing it live, you see this silver heart with the barbed wire. You know that song's coming on. So yeah, I would love to recreate that imagery one day. A giant heart that shrinks and grows bigger. I think that's so cute. It's giving Grinch. I'm here for the Grinch tease. And I love the handography as well. So
Yeah.
how do you rate this one?
I also give this one a 10. I really like this one.
Yeah, I gave this one.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Okay, so here's the thing. My score might get a little bit higher as I sit with the album a lot more. But yeah, I gave this one also a 9.
Okay.
Yeah. Up next is Midnight Cowboy, and this was done by JADE, RAYE, Jonah Christine, Stefan Michael, and Jordan Steffens. JADE's BF. We love that.
Mm-hmm.
Giddy up, it's the wild, wild west, and you know I come sneak since I'm midnight cowboy.
Midnight Cowboy features a cameo speaking verse from Scottish actor Ncuti Gatwa, the 15th Doctor from Doctor Who. And this was released as the promotional single in September 2024, and it peaked at number 93 in the UK singles chart. A sin. Anyway.
It's just a promotional single. I
Eh,
feel like chart positions don't matter now anyway.
they
They,
don't.
they don't matter like they used to, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, I think Brittany would be proud of this one.
So,
I think Janet would too. It's
Yeah.
kind of giving All Night Don't Stop a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Um, but yeah, I feel like it has that, the confidence, the sultriness
Mm-hmm.
that a lot of their songs have.
Yes.
I will say, the first time I heard this, I think it was just like in my release radar or something on Spotify, and I didn't think too much of it. But then as I've continued listening to it, it's grown on me a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this has one that has continued to grow again as well. I love the heavy bass synth. I love how understated the chorus itself is.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
it's quite simple, and then it's just like the second line. It's just she adds those backing vocal harmonies,
Mhm.
which are really nice. And then I love again her vocal execution is so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. Like I love when Jade belts. Like all her Little Mix ad libs and stuff are always my favorite to sing along to.
Yeah.
But when she does, the head voice, the kind of low, kind of spoken bits and stuff, love
Spoken
that.
bits.
Her voice is just so, like it has so much to it. Like there's so many different tones that she has. She emotes so well.
She's very versatile, I think. Yeah.
Very. And she always has been, but getting to hear her shine just kind of on her own is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would love to learn choreo to this. Like I love this.
You should come to my dance class on Wednesdays.
Are you doing this one?
Yeah, eventually. I wanted to give the girls some floor work, but if we need new pads.
Yeah.
The amount of bruises I have from making floorography, it's just a lot. And the song is very slinky, it's very slithery, and we need to be on the floor. Okay? It'll be But yeah, no, this is a song that I want to choreograph to. But no, if I could ever write a really nice smexy song with all the right little metaphors, this would be it. I mean, I beyond liked, I love this song upon first listen. 'Cause when I heard Intuiti come in, I was like, hmm. Okay, what is this? We have an MC? Okay, interesting. Jade had mentioned that she was doing it herself at first, but then she reached out to Intuiti. So I think that's kind of cool that she was like, "Hey, listen, your voice, I want it on this record." He came, he did it. I think they did it live together at one point or another.
Yeah.
But yeah, that first note of the song is Siren. It's this ooey gooiness that just drips all over these stabby dark synths. It's like so delicious. The song is sexy, like plain and simple, and I love the line that says, "I'm the ride of your life, not a rental." I said, "Yes, lock that down, girl. Lock it down." I love that line. But yeah, the whole pre-hook had me Googling who Mr. Anifol was, because apparently,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, editor-in-chief for British Vogue. I
Yes.
did not know that.
She
Um,
just performed it acoustic in front of him too. There's a
I
really cute
love
video
that.
of
If I
that.
was him, I'd
Yeah.
been sitting there like,
Hmm.
wiggling a bit. But yeah, all the analogies and the metaphors about being a cowboy, girl cow, etc. Like, I think it was well done without being too cheesy. Like, give you a little genuine nay. Like, come on. There's a line that says, "I'm giving you a little genuine nay, cause pony." Like, I love that. You don't have to sit there. I'm giving you some pony,
Yes.
pony. I was like, I'm not singing the melody properly, but my
Yeah.
point is really good. I think this is one of the more like understated tracks that are still very solid for what it was. And I was like, yes, Renaissance is alive and well. I'm not mad at that at all.
Mm.
But yeah, and then the video. I remember watching the video. I was scandalized in the video. I don't know why I was so scandalized. Maybe the wet
Well, it's
t-shirt.
quite revealing.
Yeah, it was the wet
I will
t-shirt.
say I was watching this on the plane
Mhm,
the other day,
mhm.
and I had to kind of kind of hide my screen a bit because I was a little worried that someone would walk by and think I was watching something not great, um, or just not suitable for a plane ride.
I hear you.
But yeah, I love the fountain. I think it's a simple concept, but it works, and I love how it just continues directly from It Girl as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Love a continuation. Like honestly, we just reviewed Kylie's Fever, right? Where like the visual was so consistent throughout the
Yes.
whole album. This has that same, end-to-end concept execution.
Yeah. Everything's
I
very
love that.
connected. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I was here for the honky tonk
Hmm.
babe
Oh,
stuff.
also
Oh,
need to shout out,
huh.
when she's been doing this live on the festival sets, it slowly transitions into Little Mix's Wasabi.
Oh, yeah, the
Brilliant.
quanciness. Yes, it gets a little
Brilliant.
quancy.
Yes.
Yes.
Keep that for the tour, Jade.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, and keep whatever
Yes.
setting spray you were wearing, because when that water was on her face and that makeup was set, honey, it's giving one size. One size by Patrick Star. I use that, and that setting spray is amazing. Yeah,
Oh.
Beyonce used it on her tour when it was raining, and people were like, "What is she using? What is she using?" I think everyone's using one size because, honey, that makeup did not move, honey. She was in
No.
that rain. The rain. She was in that fountain swimming, making snow angels. But yeah, I think this is a fun song. It's great. I gave it a 10.
Ooh. Okay, so I will go 9. Moving on to Fantasy. This was done by Jade, R.I. Pablo, and Mike Sabbath.
If you like it, we don't like it stretch. It's not fantasy.
This was released as a single in October 2024 and it peaked at number 52 on the UK singles chart. And of course, the music video was directed by the iconic David LaChapelle, who she basically brought out of retirement.
Yeah. Yeah.
She inspired him so much that he came out of retirement.
He said, "Girl, I'm living for you."
Yeah.
Literally. All right. This little freaky deaky track. I cannot lie. Before the review, I did not pay attention to any of the lyrics. I did not pay
Oh.
attention. Beyond passion, pain,
Yeah.
passion, pain. She wasn't saying passion, passion, pain over and over again. I thought she was, and I didn't care. Like, I did not listen at all, and I have no shame. Why? Because it felt good. It sounded good. Like, I didn't need a reason to like it beyond just sonically being pleased by it. And that was it for me. But now that I know what the lyrics are about, this is a very coitus comforting song. Like, it's
Comforting?
Yes, it's like, whatever you wanna do in your coitus dreams, you know? I'm
Oh, yeah,
trying
yeah,
to
yeah.
you
Like,
know,
very encouraging.
exactly.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
what
yeah.
it's a secure space, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, whatever fantasies you have between the sheets, I'll match your freak. I love the line, "Whatever floats your boat, I'll help you sail away. Whatever your cup of tea, I'll sip it and I'll add the sugar babe. She's
Mhm.
your kinky genie." I
Oh, and a little Sugar Babe call out as well.
Okay, yes,
Mhm.
we love that.
Yes, I mean, can I just say the lyrics in general across this album
Yeah,
are amazing.
yeah,
Like,
yes,
so creative, very poetic, nothing generic.
yeah, she had mentioned in an interview that, like, yes, she's written before Little Mix, but there was a certain style that she was so used to, and after spending so much time, like, I guess, speed dating producers and songwriters and even dating her boyfriend, um, it was one of those things where, like, she respects his craft, and she's like, "I've got a little bit more poetic with my writing and whatnot," and I'm like, "This is what it takes. You can't be so just boring with the lyricism. You gotta be the melody isn't, like, super complicated. It's just what she's
Right.
saying in the betweens, you know? So it's really nice. So yeah, I feel like Donna Summer would love this track. Can you
Ooh.
imagine Jessie Ware on a remix?
Ooh.
Jessie
Yeah.
would eat this up. I
She
need to know
would.
what you've been dreaming of.
Yes, you're right. Oh,
Yeah, or
great
Dua even.
references.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Mm,
or even Dua. Dua could be like a cute little, like, deeper voice on the
mm,
track. You know, just so many options, but can you Jessie? Oh my god.
mm.
Woo, but yeah, I mean, this
Honestly, get Diana on it. Let's
yes.
aim high. Let's aim high here.
You
Uh,
know? What how do you feel about this one?
oh my gosh, I really like this, but you know I love a disco moment. I
I
mean, all these
know.
references you made are artists I love. So, yeah, I will say
Mm,
it balances the kind of throwbackiness of disco well with kind of more modern disco. I think the talkie moments really helped do that.
yeah,
But I think the production, the way they did it, was just really great because you get the kind of stereotypical disco elements, like the funky guitar and stuff,
yeah.
but with the way it's structured and kind of yeah, just all the different textures and stuff that they added to it. It's really plush, like really, really nice to listen to, and it sounds more
Mhm,
modern in that way.
mhm.
Especially that extra funky outro.
Yes.
Mm,
Ah, love that
love
one
it.
little part.
Yeah. So yeah, I am a huge fan of this one as well. I've also loved all the performances as well. That live lounge version
Oh, yeah.
needs to be released.
Yes, I love the hootenanny with her where, her boyfriend's in the corner center,
Oh,
"Passion!" I was like, "Yes." He said, "I know all the words. I know all the words." But yeah, the arrangements and the production and the background singers, everyone sounds super crisp in these
mm,
performances, and I think that's really key, especially with there's so many background vocals, like, the harmonies that are there throughout the song, it has to sound crisp, it has to be, everyone has to be on point, and every time I hear it, it's always super good.
mhm.
So yeah, this one is I love
No, the
it.
music video, music video.
I lied. So this one is I love the song, but I love the video too. But we talked about the video at least once. I think in our Patreon exclusive episodes, we were talking about
Oh,
the video. So yeah, we did a not live, but we did a reaction to this one. And I think our same note was like, where did the drag queen come from? Her name is Love Connie, the one that just comes out of nowhere and like
yeah,
dumps the paint. It's like, yeah, I get the whole
blood.
carry. Oh, the the blood, excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh, she she pours a whole bucket, but I just feel like there was no lead up, like, there's no creeping in the back. It was just her appearing out of
Yeah.
nowhere. But aside
Yeah.
from that, I love the reference. I think the whole Soul Train, American Bandstand,
Yes.
imagery was great. She looks great in that little Bobby Mackey tribute dress. It's giving what it needs to give. But I think that was the only part I was like, "Where did you come
You
from,
know
girl?"
what? I've actually since changed my mind on this because yes, I
Really?
think that first time I watched it, I was like, okay, like this, it's not, it doesn't really make sense.
Mhm.
But now that I've watched it like 10 or 15 times,
Okay.
I kind of like that it kind of comes out of nowhere. Kind of
Mm.
similar to what we were saying with like Plastic Box, where it just like switches up to this other scene that has no
Oh,
cohesiveness with the museum
that makes sense.
because it kind of starts off like a classic disco music video. You know, I was saying back then, music videos were much more simple, just
Yeah.
one set, kind of just glamour shots, you know,
Yeah.
and it was giving that, right? It was
Mhm.
giving that. And she looked amazing, and it was just kind of this glamorous moment. But then it turns into this kind of camp, silly
Okay.
concept, and then it just turns into chaos at the end. So again,
That makes
it's kind
sense.
of like just as you kind of feel like you know what the rest of the video is going to be like, it it catches your attention again and switches it up. So I'm actually not mad at it now.
Okay, I respect
Yeah,
that.
I
No,
like
you
it. Yeah.
perspective.
Yeah. Repeat
Perspective.
watches is what
Yeah,
it
go off.
takes. Yes. Okay, so I will give this one a 9.
This one is my 10.
Okay.
Up next is Unconditional, and this was done by Jade, Mike Sabbath, and R.I. Pablo. And Jade has described this song as a love letter to her mother who has lupus and has been in and out of hospital.
Mm.
Yeah. So that's interesting. I didn't expect this kind of like I didn't expect her to be so honest on this album. I think now that we're listening to everything, I don't know how you feel, but I didn't know what to expect, right? And I feel like
Mhm.
this is really raw, and it makes me kind of like curious to hear what's going to happen with the other members' album because it's like this one is so open.
Yeah.
It's just oh my goodness. What are your thoughts about this one? Because I feel like when I listened to this, I was like, "Oh, Chris might like this one."
Really? That's
Yeah.
interesting. I do like this one. Um, yeah. It kind of has that electronica kind of 80s trance kind of
Mm,
thing going
yeah.
for it, which I like. Kind of giving, Madonna-ish a little
Okay.
bit.
Yeah.
Uh, I and I love the sudden those
Oh
hits that
yeah.
come in the pre-chorus and at the end of the chorus as well. Again, just to kind of keep you interested and just kind of catches your attention a little bit and just
Mhm.
breaks it up. I will say understanding the meaning behind this song does make me like the song even more as
Mm,
well. Cause yeah, I agree with you. Like obviously I knew she'd be quite vulnerable about her experience in the music industry.
mhm.
I think the fact that she's just vulnerable just with every aspect of her life is kind
Right.
of amazing. And again, you can really hear that emotion in her vocal execution too. Uh, like it's melancholic but hopeful. Um, yeah, just really, really well done. So yeah, I'm a fan of this one. I think it's cool.
Yeah, same. I think this one is like you said, cool. I agree with that. I think the whole I think I use like hypnosis or trance. I said trance like nature as the word I
Mm,
use. The song really crawls in the beginning before it comes to its feet and then breaks off into this run with that rock little breakdown, the clashing of sounds as
yes.
the pre-hook. It creates that nice break from that little trance like sound. Um the lyrics are very, I don't know if the word is not like angry, but there is a certain kind of frustration that comes with watching someone not take care of themselves. Um, like, because the intervention for self-neglection is an interesting I mean, I'm combining the 2 lines of the song, but
Yeah.
that is basically what she's saying. She's having an intervention for self-neglection, and I'm like, "Wow, how many people have you had to sit down to give the whole, 'You're gonna burn yourself out' speech?" I mean, I've heard it a couple times from some friends when I was working, like, a lot. They were like, "Sit down." I'm like, "Oh, no, but I need to." Do nothing." Like, I can only imagine as, like, a mom what mothers have to do like that. Even watching my mom sometimes, they just keep going. They'll keep going continuously, continuously. Like, I visited a friend's mom's house. She cooks food. I'm sorry if it's not really good. I'm like, the food is great. She goes, oh, you're just saying that. A lot of moms are very like, I'm gonna keep going, even if you don't need anything. They'll just offer you something. Are you hungry, thirsty? So I can only imagine, like with lupus, it's very there's not much you can do except just wait for things to happen to your body and then rehab it. You can try to, eat healthy and do all the other things, but the body's going to do what it's going to do. And it's very honest in that second verse. The first verse just feels like she might be talking to a loved one that's just being like hard headed about life. But the second one's like, I want to be your medication. And
Mm.
it is really beautiful. The song really erupts by that second chorus. So then you can kind of it's like I said, the frustration that I think it is representing of some of the, like, the rockier bits, and then, like, the more gentle parts, like the "ha, ha, ha, ha," like, she's trying to be comforting, but also, like, "Sit down, please relax. I don't know what I would do if I don't have you. So, like, let's have all this time that we have together, like, let's make it not sacred, but let's just cherish it a little bit more."
Mhm.
The bridge is really haunting when all the synths fall away and she's singing with that reverb. It feels like you're alone in the room with her. Like when you're like when nothing else
Mm.
matters and you have tunnel vision on that person. It can be romantic, it can be familial, it can be a personal thing you're having with yourself. I think the song overall is pretty like solid in terms of like concept and sonics as well. And then the music video represents all of that too, all that chaos and
Hmm.
frustration she feels on set, and then her being on the phone, and I think it's really poignant because apparently when she was recording this song, she was in and out of the studio making phone calls with her brother because her mom had just been admitted to the hospital. So there was a lot that was represented visually and sonically in this whole track that I really appreciate. So I
Yeah.
think, yeah, good
Yeah.
job.
Major shout out to the visual album.
Mm-hmm.
Like these really are music videos. Like these
Yeah,
visualizers are
yeah,
basically music videos, like
yeah.
except for one, which we'll talk about later. But yeah, the shots are really well done because it's like
Yeah,
she's working and she's still enjoying her work, but then
yeah.
there's like this lingering
Mm-hmm.
thing going on that she's worried about. And you can really feel that throughout the whole thing too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think this was a great first album track, right? This is really the first of the new songs on this
Yes.
album that we've heard so far. I give this one an 8.
Yes, I'll match you with an 8 as well.
Next up, we have Self Saboteur, done by Jade, Frank Noble, Decembra, Ilar, Goldfingers, and Starsmith.
You're bringing heaven to me.
I'm so sorry. The names of the producers in the songwriters, I was like, "Whoa, this sounds like a bunch of villains from like Power Rangers or Sailor Moon or something." Decembra, like Goldfingers, like Sauce-Smith, like, and they're great songwriters. So I'm not
Yeah,
taking that from them, but it's just so funny.
that's funny. Yeah. So, what do you
Okay.
think of this one?
This song is interesting because like how autobiographical it all is. Like you said, you were kind of expecting it, but me, I try to walk in here and be like, I don't know, it's gonna happen. So I like a little bit more pleasantly surprised.
Mm.
Like Jade could be considered one of the prettiest like pop girls, right? Her unique features, like you don't know what she is. She's so racially ambiguous, and I mean, she's had looks over the course of her career with Little Mix, and like she's just looked good in all of these things. Like we can all think of a music video from Little Mix's time together and think of like our favorite Jade look. All of them have
Mhm.
really nice look. But you think of like Sweet Melody, the braids. You think of Power. You think of her drag queen look. You know what I'm saying? Like we all can like, you're gorgeous. What is the problem? And it's like it's interesting because this song is saying, "Hey, I'm insecure." You know, and it's like, what? How can you be insecure? But I mean, obviously, it's a human emotion. We all kind of feel that, like we've said earlier with Plastic Box. But it's not just of her looks; it could be of her career and the need to stay relevant after Little Mix's hiatus. Because how do you go from being in one of the biggest girl groups in like Britpop history, and then you take quote unquote so long to release an album? So I can understand like the insecurity that might be there too.
Mhm.
Like I think the song could be about relationship with her boyfriend, but it could also be toward the fan. It's just like, I don't know how you guys are still here waiting for me. I don't know what makes you guys think I'm worth your listenership, if you will.
Mhm.
And I think this is something, I guess, something really special, something vulnerable, and I appreciate the message a little bit more than I appreciate the way it was executed. I think in this instance,
Mm.
yeah.
Interesting. I do like this one. I think the production is nice. Like I love how kind of twinkly and warm it is.
Hmm.
Kind of despite the not negative lyrics, but
Hmm.
it's just because it's all about self-sabotage, right? That's what the name of the song is, right? So you have that kind of darkness, I
Hmm.
guess, in the
Hmm.
lyrics just inherently, but then the production isn't really that, which I find an interesting juxtaposition there.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, I think this self-reflection is actually quite relatable, right? I
yeah,
think most people at least are feel insecure at times and do make decisions that maybe are not the best for them out of like
yeah.
yeah, just out of other situations that they've been in.
Hmm.
But I think the chorus melody is effective here. It's simple. It's not the most memorable, I
Hmm.
would say, on this album, but I think the song is nice. And of course, have to shout out the way that the outro transitions right into the next song
My
as
note
well.
too, the
We love a
sequences.
transition.
Yeah,
Mm,
sequence is good here.
yes. What did you think of the visualizer with the TikTok, Instagram lives?
Oh my gosh, as someone who has performed on TikTok Live for work, oh my gosh, I could relate so much to this video. Like you're always trying to sell something, you're trying to look as your best as possible. You want to be as appealing as possible. You have singing Jade, mukbang Jade, NPC Jade, mystical Jade selling her crystals. Like they're all trying to sell something to the audience, all versions of her looking for likes. And again, it goes back to what I was saying. It's not just like a romantic kind of self-saboteur. Sometimes as artists, we're like, I don't know if I should release this. This is crap. And you're like, it's great, you know? Like, I don't know if I should make this song. Like, I think it's too revealing. And then you put it out, it's an amazing song. So I think this is definitely like a solid video in terms of encapsulating the idea, the concept of the song.
I agree.
So do you have a favorite Jade? TikTok Jade?
Oh, do I have a favorite TikTok Jade?
Yeah.
I would say the mukbang ones are pretty funny.
Oh yeah, she was funny.
Yeah.
She's good at funny. Oh my God. I think I like Crystal J. Crystal J was just like the rocks. That was really funny. All right. So now to our rating. I gave this one a 7.5.
I will give it an 8.
Up next is Lip Service. And this was done by Jade, Tim from the House, Johan Salamonsun, Tovelu, period, and Emily K.
Period.
If you guys ever see, okay, so to explain why I said Tovelu, period. You guys ever seen that video of Megan Thee Stallion when she was like on TikTok live and they kept typing, I forgot why they brought up Tovelu, but she's like, Tovelu, period. Like, it's it's so funny. But yes, we have Emily K, of course. We love Emily K here on the show.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
He is, he's been with Little Mix for a long time. So
yeah, she
love
was
that
saying
he's
that.
there. Yeah. Yeah, this one's good. I will say this one's maybe the most like fillery out of this whole album, but I don't mean that in a bad way because I actually do like this song. I think just in terms of like, obviously the rest of the album is just so chaotic. And again, I mean that in a good way.
Yeah.
And this one is more straightforward and kind of a simpler, kind of lighter pop song.
Yeah.
So it's just, yeah, it kind of stands out in that way that it's not as experimental, I guess. But I enjoy the production, actually. I like how light it is. I like all the space within the synths as well. And I was not paying much attention to the lyrics the first time that I heard this. And then when I read them, I was like, oh, that kind of lip service. I see. I see.
Care to share? No, hang on. Wait, but you care to share what your findings? What is lip service in this context?
I think you should explain.
What? Okay, continue.
No, I'm done.
Oh,
go ahead.
Dang it. All right, so this song is about oral surgery. There we go, guys. The song's about oral surgery. Yes. The dentist's office. It's about being in someone's mouth like a molar, or putting them in your mouth like a molar, like floss. Running them through your teeth. Shall I go down the list?
Your teeth?
Yeah, I mean, maybe not that, but ladies and gentlemen, and gays and them in between, do not use your teeth. But yeah, no, this
unless they want you to.
Unless they want you to. Welcome to CCTV. If you guys made it this far, as you can see, we have a lot of fun here. So subscribe. What are you doing? We're at 5K. Get us to 10K. We're almost there, y'all. We're almost there. And if you get us to 10K, we can get Jade on the show. So wouldn't that be great? All right, but anyway, like I was saying, this is a fun, cheeky little playful song. I think it's so funny because she had mentioned that people were saying how gross the juice line was.
No.
I almost think it's not gross. I think it's funny. Like, head up in the clouds when you go down. You know, I think it's so cute. There is a playfulness I appreciate with it. But I can't really say I remember like a lot about the song. But it was more of like a little soda pop moment of the album, right? It's just like nice, crisp, refreshing, so refreshing. My little soda pop, you know, like it was giving that.
Sure.
It was like it's you know, it's not as dark, it's not heavy, it's not my pain. It's like, hi, how are you? Come over, do that thing you did the other day. Like, it's fun, you know. There's nothing else really to describe about it. The music video is also really cheeky and cute. Like, it's a phone call, like a hot service line. I'm trying to say hot without being like dirty. A hot service line.
But it's funny.
It is funny. Like, the conversation that they're having is so silly with the subtitles.
And honestly, it made me like the song more.
Yeah.
Which, at the end of the day, that's what a visual should do.
Yes.
Because yeah, I think it almost it made it stand out more because I remember the visual.
Yeah, it was so
Yeah.
silly. I appreciate the openness to different genders as her love interest in the video as well.
Oh yeah.
So shout out to her for being, what's the word for it? Just an ally because she's very good
Inclusive.
at it. Yeah, very inclusive. So yes, what do you rate lip service?
So I actually had this down as a 7.5 this morning, but I bumped it up to an 8.
Oh, this one's my
It's
seven
grown
point.
on me.
Oh, grown on you. Okay, this one's my 7.5. I would say not
Okay.
bad, not bad at all.
Okay. Next up, we have Headache, done by Jade, Mike Sabbath, R.I. Pablo, MNEK, and Worldwide Fresh.
Headache like a drill inside your brain.
And this song is about PMS and the mood shifts, irritability, and other symptoms that she has.
Oh, felt. I mean, God, I don't get cramps. I just get debilitatingly like just miserable. So I know how I get angry too. But then again, people are like, oh, you're PMSing. We as women are getting crazy doses of testosterone. So you know, it's the little bit of that's where that is coming from. So it's not our fault. It's not the increase of estrogen. But I think I can relate to the song a little bit. But before I get to that this song reminds me of like early Gaga. When I heard it, I was like,
Yeah.
ooh, that, and it kind of reminded me of how Fame comes in by Bowie. Fame. Like he just
Which sounds like early Gaga.
yeah, so it's
Yeah.
just it is what it is, right? This song is so mischievous. I like she's the thorn in his side, the lash in his eye, and he loves it. Like I've never been like a headache, I would say. Like I'm more of like a Sour Patch Kid. Like I'll give you a hard time, like playfully so, right? Nothing like, what do you want to eat? I don't know, not like that. I'm not like that kind of like hard time. I might tease you, I might say something, I might roast you a little bit, but then it's all out of like, can you handle it? Because my sense of humor is very like, it can be crude sometimes, right? So it's just one of those like, if you can't handle me at my Norma Jean, you can't get me at my Marilyn Monroe. And I feel like this song is that, where it's like, I put you through so much, and you still love me. I love you, and I think that's very sweet.
Mm.
Not saying that, not saying that you should be a pain in the butt to your partner, but there are some times where you see like the complete opposite, like Odd Couple, and you're like, how are you guys together? But it works, you
Yeah.
know. But yeah, no, I think the melody switch that happens in the chorus is not switch, but like it's fun. It's a spoken thing again, spoken situation. The second verse switches up the melody, which I appreciate because again, if they don't do things like that, the song can go in a boring direction if you don't get creative. Like I tried when I'm writing my songs to do the same thing. Like second verse is a little bit different, a little bit more harmonies here and there. Don't just do the same melody, please. Try harder. But yeah, I think this song is just fun. There's a
It is.
commitment to the bit, because it's not like a
Mhm.
serious song at all. It's like there's a commitment that you need to talk about being someone's headache and then be like, headache when I'm in your brain. Like she says the voice that
Yeah.
she's using.
Yeah.
It's so unserious.
And this reminds me of Wasabi, right? The Little Mix song
Oh,
that we
yeah.
mentioned earlier,
Yeah.
which Jade also worked on.
Yes.
It's not similar like melodically or anything. It's more just in the vibe of it, like its
hmm
sassiness and its playfulness and the kind of sing-songy rapping bits
Yeah.
as well. And yeah, just super fun. This goes back to the chaos, right? That a lot of the rest of the album has, but each part is memorable. There's just so much drama throughout the whole thing. And
hmm
yeah, I think I like the cheekiness of her vocal delivery as well. The whole
hmm
ending is very interesting to me because
Yeah.
most of the song is that kind of confidence, that sassiness, the playfulness, but
Yeah.
then the whole "you still love me,
Right.
you still love me"
You still
repeat. It's like it's weird because it has a few different emotions attached to it. It's like
Yeah.
in some ways it is a confident, I know you still love me despite me being a headache, but it's
Right.
also a question a little bit like you still love me? Yes,
Right.
yes. Yeah, right, right.
Yeah.
So there's like a slight vulnerability to it, and you can feel that in the way they produced it, where it gets kind of slower and more dragged out with
hmm
everything. So I find that
hmm
very interesting. I
Yeah.
find that whole outro very cool.
We loved it.
And
Yes.
then the visualizer
Silly.
with the judges.
Oh my
I'm
God.
assuming that's X Factor reference,
Yeah.
but also it's 4 people, so it could be Little Mix as well.
I mean, it was all her looks. It was the Angel of My Dream blue with the blonde. It was her performing at Glastonbury. It was her with the glitch.
Yeah.
Um And for the fourth one, I cannot think of it right now, but it was all of her looking at herself
Mm,
and maybe, all different points of her life. I think my favorite look right now with her at this point with all the visualizers is her as Nomi Malone. If you guys have seen Showgirls, it was the same
yes.
eye makeup, same big blonde ponytail, same rhinestone placement. Oh my gosh. The Versace dress was the only thing that was missing. The Versace.
Mm.
But yeah, I would love to do a Showgirls inspired music video one day because that movie with the dancing thrust and thrust, I love that movie. But I think it's just I love the look. I loved how like cheap the video looked like. Remember how Nicola debuted with her solo and it was like in
Yeah.
this boring little hall?
Yeah.
That's what it gave me. And I was like, I love that. The little teacup moment. I thought that was hysterical because why is she in a cup of tea with a tea bag and a giant spoon and the wig falling off? And the girls were still unimpressed. And they said, leave and get your props. And all she could take was the spoon. I was like, it was like the dish that ran away with the spoon, and I was living for it. I was like, "Go off, girl. I don't get it." But
Hmm.
she was serving. The dish did run away with the spoon, and I'm so proud of her of that. But it was just, it's interesting watching Nomi Malone Jade. I thought she was great, and I want those shorts that said "Ride of Your Life." I want them so badly.
Okay, so I give this one a 9.
Yeah, same. I give this one a 9 too. Up next, we have Natural at Disaster, and this was done by Jade, Lostboy, and Lauren Aquilina.
You're a natural disaster. Trying to build a bridge out of my
So I've seen this mentioned a few times,
Mm.
but she really does sound like Jessie in that
Honey.
intro verse and the outro, that kind of cursive enunciation, the way she uses her vibrato. Yeah,
Can I tell you, I thought the song was about Jesse.
I've seen that as well. I've seen people mention that on social.
Yeah. Oh,
Look, it could be that, but everyone has people in their lives that you know you've tried to help them or make excuses for them, but in the end, you've done what you can, and you got to just move
right.
on for your own mental health. Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, maybe
Could be
I
about
know Perry
anyone.
has mentioned, I think, that
Mm.
there is a song on her album that is about that. So we will discuss
Oh.
that. Stay tuned. We will review Perry's album too.
Mhm.
Um, Also, the top comment on the YouTube visualizer
Mhm.
is that this reminds people of Billy's "Happier Than Ever,"
Oh my
which
God.
is also a great reference. Yeah,
Oh, I love that song. It's so
yeah.
good.
Hmm.
Mm.
But yeah, I think this one's cool. The vocal is awesome in it. Love the backing vocals, kind of operatic, like very
Yeah, the
very dramatic. Yeah. And the chorus is super interesting with the way it's written, like the spoken lines.
Mhm.
And then with the final one, then it gets more chaotic, and you get all these like I don't know. There's just a lot going on, but in a good way. It's
Yes.
mixed in a really good way where it
Yes.
doesn't feel muddled.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of it's a cacophony of sounds.
Yes.
It sounds orchestral. There's a choir. There's her. Does that make me wank? She's like it's a lot. Jade, I love you. I live for you. When
Yes.
I heard that, I was like, she sounds so anguished. And it's true. It's like, does it make me weak for leaving you? And it's like, no, it takes a lot of strength to walk away from something that you really worked hard on. And it's not easy to do. I think people think that it is easy. But once you're done with it, you're like, oh, wow, how easy is my life after that hard decision? That is, but yeah, no, the song is quite big, and she sings so low and almost she sounds like super defeated. Um, but yeah, I mean, the someone's got to say it with the distorted voice was like, oh yeah, I like that because it felt like a dark secret. Like I'm
Mm.
finally telling this dirty secret. You were all snakes, no ladders. Tried to help you, but it didn't matter. Lines like that, I thought was like, because you think of the game, you know, the shoots and ladders over here, right?
Yeah.
So it's one of those things like, oh yeah, I'm going up, and then bam, you fall, and I'm going up, and you fall. So I appreciate that kind of like almost like childish analogy, but also how detrimental someone could be for you. Um, I think the choir parts are the best parts. The background vocals throughout the song fill up the empty spaces that her voice does not take up. And I think that also adds a lot more to the song, especially when she gets to uh like, it sounds all heavenly, and then when you get to that part where she's like, "You're basically the devil," it just sounds again, you have all this etherealness going on, and you're calling someone the devil. It's like, wow, it's
Mm.
intense. But yeah, I think it was very well put together. And now that you mention it, it does kind of remind me of Billie Eilish's "Happier Than Ever." But that song, when it comes in, it's just like when it comes in and then it goes as it goes through its loud crashes. You're like, yes, freedom. So
Hmm.
so I like this. The visual was very minimal.
This is
Uh,
the only one that was a true visualizer, right? Like a true, just like not a mini music video.
yeah.
So I think I saw on X or something that someone was like, asked her about it, and she was like, I don't know. So I think I'm guessing there's a real music video to this,
Yeah, I feel
hopefully.
like it should be. I mean, it's fall is
Yeah.
coming around. This would be a beautiful fall song.
Mm.
Oh my gosh, give me the cold, give me the weather, give me the leaves. So yeah, for this one, I give it a 9. It's a good one for me.
I will go 8.5.
How dare you?
Okay, on to track 12. We have Glitch, done by Jade, Cirkut, Inverness, Lauren Aquilina, and Jay Hart.
You just a bitch. Get out of my head, get out of my focus.
All right. Yes. This one, I am here for the R&B-esque vibe. I think
Mm,
everything was so pop, so electronic that this feels sonically like an outlier, but because there's electronic elements, it fits the project. Like it just feels, I think it's because of the cadence in her voice. It sounds like some early 2000s R&B moment. Like it's R&B tease here.
sure.
Um Jade had cited an eye twitch for this song, like a
Yes,
like, you know, like a catalyst for the song.
that's right.
Um, yeah, I think it's so clever because I listened to it at face value before listening to the interviews and thought this person is a glitch. They're telling you how you're not good enough when everything else has been running smoothly, all systems go, and there's one little person telling you you're not good enough, and come to find out that little person's you. That's crazy. Because when I heard that sick of you talking to me like I'm your witch when I'm that witch. I love that line. And if you're wondering why I'm censoring myself, it's because I want the AdSense on this episode, people. And if not, you guys can definitely subscribe to our Patreon and support the channel. You get to talk to us live every month, and you get to have first priority choice with our music videos. I mean, our channel videos, excuse me. Anyway, CCTV Pops on Patreon. But yeah, the glitching in the chorus is satisfying. If you're gonna have a title like Glitch, you better feed into that concept. Like, come on. And I think the song, it just feels like dark and cool. And even though she's having a weak moment, it sounds like she's overcoming it. And I appreciate that. I did almost wish that the song had a bridge, but the
Mm,
outro kind of gave me a little taste of that. And I'm not mad at that, you know? Like it's
yeah,
her kind of control alt deleting the glitch a little bit, you know, getting rid of it. So I think it kind of just winds down as opposed to completely like a button stop. And I think that's pretty cool too. But yeah, I
yeah,
feel like every time I kept replaying the song for sure. I was like, I like this one. I like
yeah,
it.
yeah. I really like this one too. It was giving me Tinashe a little bit, like early
Oh,
Tinashe,
you have been so
Aquarius,
good about this
yeah,
references.
Night
Yes.
Ride era.
Yeah.
Um, because yeah, it
Ooh.
has that kind of atmospheric kind of
Yeah.
vibe to it that I really like.
Yeah.
And it does feel very internal. Like, yeah, I think I also listened to that interview where she mentioned the eye twitch and then how it eventually kind of it became more than just that, but kind of just all your own internal voices of doubt that just
Hmm.
create anxiety, I guess. And again, you can really feel that. Like, it feels very internal, like this situation in her mind.
Yeah.
And the layering and the vocals is so cool. All the little ad libs and stuff that are very ethereal and stuff. Yeah, it's so good. I think the whole arrangement's awesome.
Yeah.
And yeah, the visualizer as well. Very
Yeah.
simple in the concept, but the execution with all the, the
The thing.
dancers and,
Yeah.
and almost like witch ritual that's happening um,
Have you can I tell you
around her X Factor audition photograph.
right, have you seen the South Park episode with the little boo-boos? La boo boo, la
Oh,
boo boo,
I
la
haven't
boo
seen newer
boo.
South Park, but I should.
It just reminds me of that, like, la boo boo, la boo boo, la boo boo, la boo boo, like they were chanting around the little demonic circle. But that's really funny where she's like trying to like summon her past self or whatever.
Yeah.
They're so silly. But yeah, I think that having the variants of Jade fighting themselves and like they're all her, but they're
Hmm.
all like different parts of herself in that moment in time. Like there's one, they're fighting each other on the steps, they're smoking the cigarette, they're gambling, everyone's doing something. And then they're fighting. I don't even think she actually won. Her body dropped at the end. I'm like, I don't know if she actually won this one.
Mm,
So I think that's interesting too. So
yeah.
which one deserves to live? Which Jade deserves dominance? So yeah, I don't know which one won, but I like this one, this video for it for sure.
Yeah.
Visualizer, excuse me.
Yeah. So I'll give this one 8.5.
Okay, I'll give this one a ooh. I like it a lot. I'm gonna give this one a 9. I like this.
Okay.
Up next is Before You Break My Heart, and this was done by Jade, Mike Sabbath, Pablo Bowman, and Holland Dozier, Holland of Motown fame. And this features a publishing sample of Stop in the Name of Love by the Supremes, sung by Jade when she was a child.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So cute
Yeah.
having her young self
Yeah.
singing Stop in the Name of Love and using that as the sample. That is so creative. Then you also don't have to pay for the mastering sample,
Oof.
the master sample of the
Oof.
Supremes, because it's been in the news that she's had to give up all her publishing percentage in order to get the sample clear.
That is disgusting. I mean, I understand. Like I used to do publishing,
I
but
mean, me
like,
too. Yeah.
oh my God. It's almost like Cisco and the Ricky Martin songwriter with the Living La Vida Loca. One line changed the publishing of that song. That's like one of the
To
worst.
be fair,
Yeah,
the sample's big.
I know. I know.
Like it literally the whole song is built around it. So look, I used to work on the label side of this. I would also argue that it should take the majority of the publishing.
No, it's totally fine. I totally
But
get it. I just
yeah,
think it's so funny because I was like, dang, the sacrifices you must
yeah.
make for your art. Because the money she gonna make back on the tour, hello.
There you go.
Um, but PROs come for that too. So did we mention that we both worked in music? So yeah, this song is a message to Jade's inner child. I think, well, no, the song is a message that Jade's inner child is sending to current Jade. There we go. Telling her not to forget why she wanted to sing and to remember how special she was before the world changed her perception. Like the lines like, I'm your day one baby, but you're forgetting me lately and it's tearing us apart. Like, I mean, how many of us have separated ourselves from our youthful, like, oh, that dream is so stupid. I'm not going to do that. Or that seems so ridiculous. When I was a kid, blah, 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 I thought about this kind of thing. It's like you can still have childlike joy and childlike enthusiasm about what you're doing.
Yeah.
I think the second verse of like, can we switch the station to the affirmations? Because again, like you said with Rina Sawayama, her last album was about Hold the Girl was about like her remembering her inner child and protecting that so that she didn't lose her childlike wonder and keep bashing herself for things that happened when she was a child and couldn't protect herself. And I think that the song kind of does the same thing. The song can discuss both the romantic love and self love, and how destructive someone can be to themselves and their partner. I think again, if you're just listening to it at face value, a lot of her songs are kind of like these little Trojan horses, where if you don't know what it's about, you don't really care because the song is still very good, and the point is still like the meaning of the song is still universal. It's like stop before you break my heart. Like we used to be like this. What is happening to us? Or hey, older me, it's little me inside of you. Like remember when we loved this? Like she says that her younger self said you're the dream I've always had. Like that is so beautiful. I think that's really this song's like one of my favorites in terms of her internal discussions.
Mhm.
So I think this is probably the most effective one as well. So it was worth the publishing. Give it up.
Oh yeah, worth it. The song is so good, worth it.
Yeah.
And she still gets mastering,
Yeah.
master. She still
Yeah.
gets master. Like she
Hmm.
doesn't get nothing, right?
Yes.
For being the artist on the song.
You're
Uh,
being silly.
I can totally see why this is the one that seems to be catching on from all the new tracks. If you look at current streaming numbers, I do believe it has the most out of the non-singles. Not counting Unconditional, which was like also a pre-release, I think like the day or two before the album came out.
Yeah.
And I can totally see why. Of course, there's the sample usage, which in this case, so smart.
Yes.
It's such a recognizable hook, but she really gave it a new life. I
Yeah.
especially love the way she did the "Take It All Over"
Yeah.
post-chorus,
Yeah.
because the extra layers of stop behind it and like all the extra stuff going around it, it's just a very different vibe from what the original is,
Hmm.
but just as catchy. So we love a good sample use.
Yes.
But also, I love the whole production of it. I love the kind of ethereal, kind of disco vibe of it.
Oh,
It
yeah.
does have the element of that crying in the club kind of
Yes.
sense as well.
Mhm.
So yeah, worth it. The song definitely deserved to be on this album for
Yeah, for
sure.
sure. For sure.
Yeah.
And the video is also great about
Oh,
conveying the message of the song. Like having a younger self talk to her throughout the video was so poignant. I mean, like I mentioned about that line, "You're the dream I've had for so long." To have little Jade with Jade in the house, and then have them go through like was it like the pier or wherever they went? They were
yeah.
gallivanting about in the city, and then to have her go on stage with her. Again, you are the dream that I've had for so long. You're the reason I'm writing all these love songs, and it's like little Jade would be like, "We made it, didn't we?"
Yeah.
She's like, "Yeah, we did." And it's so fun to kinda think about that, like, even me, like, when with myself, I'm like, "Well, 5 years ago, I didn't have this song out, and, like, I have it out now, and I may not be super famous, but, like, wow, 5 years ago, I thought I would never make a song like this." So I think even with yourself, maybe, like, you're like, "Dang, am I gonna keep working at this job for forever?" And you finally get to another step in your life, and you're like, "Thank God, I can tell myself." Well, I can't tell myself from 5 years ago, but if I could look at myself 5 years ago, I'm like, "Hey, we got our own place. We are living our best life. We just got back from this amazing trip." It's nice to kind of like look back on your life and be like, I didn't know if it was possible, but then when I tried and it came true, this is amazing. And I feel like
Mhm.
the visualization of all that was like really cute and really sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you rate it?
Oh, can you imagine? I gave it a 5. Like, um, hmm. Ooh, it's tough. I'm going to give this one a 9.
Okay, I'll go 9.5.
Yes.
So hard. This album's
Yeah,
great.
it is.
Okay, the last track on the album is Silent Disco. That's done by Jade, Ray, Jonah Christian, Star Smith, and Mike Sabbath.
A silent disco we made. Ah,
Okay. Yeah, now we're down to this very sweet kind of song.
Mm,
I like the title, Silent Disco. Have you ever done a silent disco before?
I have.
You have? Okay.
It's
Oh,
fun.
it is, right? But I mean, on the outside, you look crazy because everyone's
Yeah.
kind of down dancing and you can't hear anything. I'm not sure if anyone here, but any of our viewers and listeners have seen the TikTok video where these guys were sitting in the park and this horde of silent discoers were dancing toward them, and they were like, "What the F is happening right now?" He's like, "This is not real." They just kept dancing around them, like, of course, you're in your own world, but it's freaky to the outside looking in. It was just so if I can find it, I'll send it to you, but it's so funny. But yeah, the lyrics are also kind of about that, where it's like, we're in our own little world. I think lyrically, this one is strong as well, and as I
Oh,
mentioned
yeah.
before, Jade had mentioned that her, boyfriend Jordan has kind of been good for her personally and creatively because he's also an artist, and then you combine that with Ray's clever lyrics and cadences. This song melody, like, melodically, it is just so, like, good. It's simple, right? But the way each section from verse to pre to chorus and on is so well intertwined. I love how the words of the last wait, the word of the last word of the line. Almost say the whole thing again. I love how the last word of the line falls right into the second line, like perfectly. There's so many sections of that, but
Mhm.
each analogy flows into the other. So yeah, I think the lyrics are great in this one. It's romantic. Um, but because of how it all starts, it's all slow, and then it rushes, and then it releases into sighs of passion and love. It's like a love-making song. It's all quite nice. I will say that. It's very nice. A silent
Mm.
disco, but I'm like, "Ooh, what y'all getting ready to do?"
Yeah, my favorite line is that the stars are blushing
Oh, yeah, that's
from the
cute.
passion of it all.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. That's such a good. I don't know. It's like romantic, but it's sexy. It's great. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my favorite line for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, I really like the melody of this. Again, Jade just sounds her vocal on this. Like this should be nominated for pop vocal
Hmm.
at the Grammys. It is such an amazing vocal performance across this whole thing.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, I think especially matched with the visualizer, which is so cute, like with the older versions of Jade and
Yeah.
Jordan. Like the whole thing is so warm. And it truly does feel like a finale. Like there's something
Oh
about it that
yeah.
it's a very satisfying end to this album.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah, I feel like the build of it is really satisfying. Like it really does take you on a ride, especially with the way that the drums kick in throughout it.
Mhm. Yeah.
I wish there was like I wish So You Think You Can Dance was still around. Like I feel like this would be an amazing ballroom
Oh,
moment.
yes, a silent disco we can open. And then Nigel saying, "You could have been a little bit open on your porta bra," and you and your parmesan was a little cut short, you know? It'd be a great Strictly Come Dancing song or even
Yeah,
like a Dancing with the Stars. Can you
sure.
imagine? A
Yes.
silent disco we make.
There you go.
I'm just
With
singing
Dylan
the
Efron or whoever's on this season.
but yeah, I think it is a solid ending. However, it's not my favorite, like,
Yeah,
song,
I agree.
right? So,
Yeah.
I gotta be honest, my score for this one is actually a 7.
Okay, yeah, I'll go 7.5. I still
Yes.
like it.
Yes.
Just
Yes.
just to be clear, I like every song on this album.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so
Hmm.
that's the end
Oh my
of
god, yes.
Jade's debut solo album. Overall thoughts. What do you think? Is this the best girl group member solo debut album ever?
So many words. You know what? I feel like this was such a solid album, right? Like, when I think about my favorite Britpop albums or like even just non-US albums, like my first Kylie experience album-wise was disco, right? And I loved disco. And
Mhm.
then before then I was really into Rina Sawayama. I still am into Rina, but she's taking a little breaky break. I understand what's going on with that. But Rina, like this album made me feel the way Sawayama made me feel. Um
Mhm.
and that album was solid as well. It had different genres of pop. But again, for girl group album solo, that is a tough one. It's tough, right? We're gonna eventually do like a Spice Girls solo album, and I'm listening through one of them, and I was like, "Holy crap, she deserves so much more respect than what was given."
Yes.
I don't want to spoil it for you guys. I
Yep.
don't want to spoil it, but one of the Spice Girls, y'all be playing her because that album was solid. Like
Yeah.
you're like, um, even with Beyonce, we all compare everyone to like Beyonce and da, 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 but it makes sense, right? Like that album was solid as well. She had like five singles from
Sure.
that was
Yep.
like top 10. I think for this one is up there for sure. Debut album is really solid as well. I mean, like it's a good album. It's cohesive. You know what her artistry is. She has gone top to bottom with her vocals. So yeah, I think even with the whole album leaking, I'm so glad she didn't trash any of these albums. I mean, any of these songs. I'm so
Mhm.
glad that she didn't um backtrack and say, let me just re-record something else. No, keep everything the way it is. I'm going to put the album out as it is. It's fine. It's a good album, and it is. I mean, she's having her uh tour, which is coming to America, which I'm super excited for.
Yeah.
Yes, and then she debuted at age 18. If you know Little Mix's discography, we discussed their albums on our show. All right, we've gone to them top to bottom with them as well. This is sonic growth, if I
Mm.
ever did hear some, and even vocally, like she
Oh, yeah.
she considers herself an alto. I think she might be a mezzo. I could be wrong, but she definitely has range that shit. So she was hitting some notes.
Mhm.
I'm just impressed with her. I think it's solid for sure. It's solid,
Yeah.
and the songwriting is great.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. I mean, she's always been my favorite member of Little Mix.
true. Me
Like from
too.
the beginning, like back from Wings, honestly.
Yeah, me
Because
too.
I think she gets it. She know what makes a good pop song. She knows what a good pop star is. And
Hmm.
she has such a natural charisma to her.
Yeah.
Like even watching these interviews that she's been doing for this album, she's so likable.
Hmm.
And it feels very genuine.
I
And yeah,
agree.
you mentioned the lyrics. I'm so impressed by the lyrics on this album. I said it earlier too.
Yeah.
Every single line, there's something interesting about it. It's creative.
Hmm.
It really like paints a picture in your head. Uh, and the vulnerability of it all too is great. I think with that Showbiz Baby title, I kind of thought maybe that this whole music industry bashing would actually be kind of there throughout the whole album, but it's not really.
No.
So I appreciated like the range that she showed here.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just can't wait to watch her career grow as a
I
solo artist.
know.
I of course love Little Mix. Can't wait for them to reunite eventually as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, really excited to see where she goes and just proud of her for how what she's doing as a solo artist.
Yeah.
Is it the best solo debut album of a girl group member? I don't know.
I mean, Gwen Stefani's debut album was freaking solid as
She
hell.
wasn't a girl group though.
Oh, you're right, not girl group.
Yeah.
Woo! We have to talk
You
about.
know?
Okay, guys, drop in the comments a list of like girlies that went solo, so we can just like actually like take a look.
Do
Because I'm
them
actually
all.
curious. Yeah, I'm curious now.
Review them all. Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Because there are a few up there. This is up there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's the best.
Oh my God,
But-
what's the next one? Yeah. Wait,
I don't know. I need to think about. Now I have so many names running through my head, and now I need to listen to all these albums again to like truly make my own decision. So
Justify your yeah.
anyway, I'm spiraling now.
Oh my
Okay. So
Right.
final rating for this album, I will give a 9.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna give it a solid 9. A big juicy 9. Yes. Maybe. Ooh, it was towing the line of an 8.5.
Okay.
But it's hard because, like I said, again, like I have solo artists in mind that I'm like, you said Marina Sawayama, and I keep saying it, but Rina's album when she got signed and had like the crazy budget, and I loved Sawayama. It was such a good album, and she had an experimental track. I feel like this is pretty up there for me too. So maybe an 8.5 for me. Maybe.
Okay.
It's hard. It's so hard, but I give a lot of 7s. So I want to be kind of like reasonable about my,
Yeah.
you know.
Makes sense. Mixers, Jade fans, let us know what you think of the That's Showbiz Baby album. Let us know if you're going to the tour. You can put all your thoughts in the comments below. You can also hang out with us and the crew on Patreon, including Emily, George, Lily, Julianne, Jonathan, Jasmine, Jadelle, Darius, Ren, Louie, Hillary, Kelsey, Ellie, and Mackenzie. And you can also follow us on social media at CCTV Pops. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for our YouTube channel. And if you're enjoying the show on a podcast platform, please give us a follow, rating, and review. Until next time, that's Chantel.
That's Chris.
And we're signing off from CCTV, the nonstop pop show.
You wanna